Welcome again to Joe Stoner Boxing. Hope you're having a good week. Mine's not going too badly. Let's talk a bit about this idea of Terence Crawford fighting Canelo Alvarez. A few people have said, "What do I think of this?" And when I first heard it, I thought, "Well, this sounds a bit gimmicky. Is he joking?" I mean, Crawford, as brilliant as he is, welterweight, jumping up 3 divisions to take on Alvarez at 168. It just doesn't sound like a realistic proposition. And then I thought, well, where does this come from? This idea, are they just sort of whistling Dixie, or are they serious? And then of course I remember that when Alvarez signed to PBC for this 3-fight deal, one of the proposed fights was with Errol Spence, and of course Crawford beat Spence. So I suppose it stands to reason that he'd take Spence's place, I suppose, in the pecking order. I don't know. Do I think it's a good fight? No, I don't. I think it's a kind of a stupid idea, really. And I don't really see what Alvarez, unless we're talking a pension scheme that's, I don't know, considerable 8 figures, what's he going to get out of it? If he beats Crawford, who, by the way, I think has just turned 36, or he's about to, people are going to say, well, oh yeah, of course you beat him. He's a welterweight. You're supposed to beat him. In fact, he's a welterweight who won his first title at lightweight. I think Alvarez turned pro at something like super lightweight or super feather maybe, but then he was 15. Crawford wasn't. In other words, Crawford is a much, much smaller man. So Alvarez beats him, and people say, yeah, you're supposed to beat him, so what? Let's say he beats him and he struggles with him. Oh my God, clearly Alvarez is on the slide, you know what I mean? And let's say the unthinkable happens and Crawford beats him. I don't even need to go any further. You know what that would do to Canelo's legacy. But if they're offering big money, maybe he'll take it. The flip side, of course, is that Crawford has got nothing to lose. He goes up, he fights a guy who's, Mexican legend, 3 weight divisions up. Let's say he gets done in 6 rounds, knocked out in 5 or 6 rounds, kind of like Kell Brook against Golovkin or something like that. Everyone says, so what? That was supposed to happen. Bud is a brilliant fighter, but he's 36, he's a welterweight. What do you think was going to happen? Let's say he lasts the distance. People will say, oh yeah, the distance with Canelo, that's pretty damn good. Yeah, okay. That adds to his legacy. And of course, if he beats Canelo, we're talking, Mount Rushmore, aren't we? Legendary proportions, greatness and all the rest of it. So he's got everything to gain, and Canelo's got everything to lose. So the only way it would ever happen is if there was a colossal amount of money on the table, and Canelo thought, all right, I'll take it. I'll take the 30 million or whatever, 50 millions, whatever the hell it is. I don't know what they're paid these days. They're all paid an astronomical amount of money. And yeah, they're like, okay, we'll do that, yeah. But I don't really... Do I think it will happen? No, I don't. I don't think it will happen at all. The Jamel Charlo fight is the next one for Canelo. He's jumping up 2 weight divisions. He's undisputed at super welter. I mean, Canelo, I think, probably is slipping a bit, which is not surprising. He turned pro at 15, so he's been a pro for 18 years. I don't even really like the Jamel Charlo fight, not really. And I know what people say, and this is an argument that I think holds water. Some people say, yeah, but if you go back, 60, 70, 80 years, people were jumping up the old... there were the original 8 weight divisions, flyweight to heavyweight, and people would jump up from welter to the middle all the time, or, middle to light heavyweight. Even there was even middleweights fighting for the heavyweight title if you go back 100 years. So I understand that argument, and I can get that. So Charlo jumping up and fighting Canelo, traditionally or historically, it's not that big a jump. It's a big jump, but it's not unusual. And fair play to Charlo for doing it. He's not going to turn down that money and that chance, is he? But again, I don't really see what Canelo gets from that win. It's all about money, I guess. He's probably in the twilight of his career and he wants to maximise his earnings. That's fair enough. But Bud coming up from welterweight to fight Canelo? Yeah. No, I don't get it. I don't think it'll happen. To be honest with you, I don't think it'll happen. And how much interest would it have if people would people buy it? Would people go for it? Maybe they would. Two legends, Mexican legend, American legend, fighting each other. It's not even as if they're meeting in the middle. You know, it's not like Bud's going up to, I don't know, middleweight and Canelo's coming down to 160. And also, in the immediate aftermath of the Errol Spence win, Bud was asked very sort of explicitly, you know, where do you feel you max out? And he said 154. 154 is my limit. You know, again, he won his first belt at 135, made a couple of defences, was always a bit slightly diminished, I think, at 135, didn't quite have the power because he was boiling himself down heavily. Did well at 140, obviously undisputed, brilliantly at 147, every win's been a knockout. But 168, no, I don't think so. Well, what do you think? Leave your comments below. Do you think this is a viable matchup, or do you think it's just a sort of gimmick fight, a money making endeavour, which is what I basically think it is? Do you think it will happen? I personally don't. But let me know. Let me know what you think. Give me your opinions below, as always. And yeah, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Hit the subscribe button, doing us a big favour, and the like button. Apparently they count the likes, YouTube. I don't know how YouTube works, but they count the subscribers and they count the likes. So any support you can give us is 2 thumbs up, you know what I mean? Anyway, thanks for your time. We will speak again soon. I'll look forward to reading your comments, and bye for now.